Hey there, Cassandra here, aka the Prosperous Heart from www.prosperousheart.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know where you're coming in from down below. And today, I've got a quick question for you. Are you looking to make an impact? Maybe not necessarily in people. Let me back up a little bit. Are you looking to make an impact? Maybe it's with, your current situation, your current life, your current job. Maybe it's to help friends, family, loved ones. Maybe it's just people you've never met. In order to make an impact, there is lots of things you can do. But something I learned today from an incredible mentor of mine is 8 ways to change the world. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share that with you, but I also want to let you know that at the end of this video, I'm going to explain how you can have the opportunity to join in a $500, not a giveaway, but a contest. So let's go ahead and dial on in to the 8 ways to change the world, and then I'll talk about that contest in a second. So first of all, practice more gratitude. This isn't just necessarily, writing in your journal, I'm so grateful that my puppy got a walk today. Be more grateful in everything that you do. If someone opens the door for you, thank them. If someone, doesn't splash you on the side of the road when they're driving down the car, thank them, even if they don't hear you, right? It's not just writing things down, it's how you're interacting with the people around you. You want to get in a habit where it's weird when you don't thank someone or when they don't thank you, and obviously you don't want to look down on them for that, but you want to make sure that this is something that you take into actually, I guess I should make sure you can hear me before I go on. Right. So you want to make sure that you're taking this into everything that you do. And for example, a lot of times couples, they don't really tend to do this, but after a long time of being together, they take for granted some of the things that their spouse does. So maybe you just get in the habit of maybe your wife picking up your clothes or cooking your meals, or your husband doing whatever, and you don't thank them every time. Thank them. Thank them every opportunity that you get. All right, so that's the first one. Second one, ILT. This has been known by other acronyms before, but ILT is invest, learn, teach. You want to invest your time, possibly your money, in order to learn and teach something, because sometimes you understand things in a way and can explain it in such a way that others get it, but maybe not understand from somebody else, right? So think about it this way. You're wanting to make a change in the world. You're wanting to make an impact. So if you want to do that, what is it that you can that you can do to bring that is bring that knowledge. Every single person has a sphere of influence where if you start sharing more information, because if you're in business at all, it's usually a self-development profession, right? Especially with network marketing. And think about it. How much better do you feel when you're able to help someone, when you're able to make an impact on someone's life? And if you haven't been told that you've made an impact on someone's life, I can promise you that there's people in the wings watching you and going, "Oh my gosh, this person is amazing." And they may just never know how to say it to you, okay? So if we all become someone who is a sharer of information, we make that impact. Because I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't grow up knowing how to trade Forex or, ways to create passive income or any of that stuff. But I knew that because I took in knowledge and I implemented it and I shared it with people, and I was able to bring people around me that did some of the similar things, right? So we could grow together, and you invest, learn, teach, right? So the next way to change the world is to forgive. Forgiveness is giving up on the fact that it could have been any different. And it's true. If your past is your past. And if you don't bring in forgiveness, it's going to cloud up everything around you, fog up your future. It's taking up that mental space or that energy inside your mind and inside your heart. And once it's cleared, once you forgive and you clear all that negative energy out, it's a new road for you to walk upon. It's new opportunity. When you hold a grudge, you are not aware that your past could be any different. You think that, oh, if I had just said this thing to my dad, he'd still be alive, or if I had just done this, I would still be with so and so. But if anything had changed in that moment, you would not be who you are today. You would not have taken away those lessons learned, right? So, so you want to make sure that you forgive, because you would not. It could not have been any different, because you would not be who you are today. The next way to make a change in the world is to get uncomfortable. People are so happy being comfortable, and yet they're not, right? When you're too comfortable, we as human beings want to grow. We want to be more, have more, do more. And so the only way to do that is to jump, right? If you haven't been somewhere before, you have to do things and be someone who you haven't before, right? You have to make that leap of faith. And those jumps are going to help you build the confidence so that you can keep on jumping. So when you are getting uncomfortable, you have to realize that this is a pattern, right? And if you create a pattern of not moving, not taking action when you feel inspired to do so, you are training yourself to stay in that mode and wherever it is that you are being fearful about, whether it's business, maybe it's network marketing, maybe it's following a passion, maybe it's asking someone out. The moment you stop yourself from taking action is the moment you create a pattern of not of staying comfortable and not getting uncomfortable. Okay, so the next one, limit negative talk about others. I gotta say, this is something I still do on occasion. I do my best not to because I just don't like it, right? And sometimes, yes, you have to talk things out and talk through your emotions, but talking bad about people is gossip, and there's nothing good that comes from talking bad about others, right? And if you notice, if you ever take notice of your body, you can probably feel that negative energy inside of you. And so the more that you allow that negative talk about others to appear from you or accept it from others, the more you're going to attract more of that gross ickiness, right? So you want to, instead of focus on what other people are doing, focus on you. Focus on where you're going, what your goals are, where you want to go in life, right? Everyone else talks about other people. This is not a powerful thing to do. And if you spend your time talking about others, you're not allowing yourself the time to grow into whatever it is that you're looking to grow into. So the next one, have winning habits. This is the biggest thing that most people overlook because they feel like they're doing all the right things, but they're not habitually doing it. They're not consistent. They're not doing the winning habits. They're maybe doing things that are just taking up their time, taking up their energy. But your results come from your habits. If you do not have successful habits like getting enough sleep, getting enough water, talking to a certain number of people a day or doing a certain number of trades a day or whatever the case may be, if you don't have those winning habits, you will stay stuck where you are, and then you will think in a year, how did I get here? So you've got to have these winning habits. Stop trying to look for the winning scratch off lotto ticket and that magic button. You've got to start having winning habits. The next way that you can make a change in the world is to realize that being happy is better than being right. Happiness, this is a quote from Andy Hale, happiness is an inside job. Don't assign anyone else that much power over your life. And it's true, right? So if you are focused on being right, usually people who are focused on being right, they'll disagree, they will argue, they'll defend. And so instead of trying to be right, they're not, or excuse me, because they're trying to be right, they are not focusing on being happy. You need to release the need to bend everything and everyone to your way of thinking. We are all different people. We don't think the same way. And the moment that you feel like everyone should think or do or be the same way that you are, first of all, is the moment that you are being controlling and not focusing on being happy versus being right. But second, you are inflicting your will upon others. And those people are people. They are not copies of you, right? So focus on being happy versus being right. The next point is use serving language. You may have heard this before. I am so happy and grateful that my team is growing. I am so happy and grateful that I have been able to spend time with family. I am so happy and grateful that ... right? It's not, the words are definitely powerful, but it is also the feeling behind what you are speaking that matters. It's how you feel about what you are speaking that matters. So you need to change the way that you speak about what you say in order for things to change. So the language has to change first. That's key, right? Because your words are powerful. What you hear, you think about, right? And it goes on into your being. I've talked about this before. And here's something that's super important, especially if you're looking to be successful, whether it's in life, business, whatever. Most successful people do not use certain words. They don't even have it in their vocabulary, such as I'm overwhelmed, I'm frustrated, I'm confused, right? They don't use this language because this is not empowering language. How you do the things that you do those are impacted by the feelings that you have and the words that you speak. All right. So again, it's not just learning how to do, it's how you do that thing that you do, right? So finally, make a decision. This is ultimate because when you make a decision, the Latin root of decision is decidere, I think. It means to cut off from, to cut away from. That means you've made a decision, you're not turning back, there's nothing else you're going to be doing. This is it. So you've got to make a decision to go for what you want. No matter what someone says about you, no matter what, you've got to focus on being your best version of yourself, right? So those are the 8 ways to change the world. And if you were counting, it was actually 9. Now, why did I share 9 when I told you I was going to share 8? It's because you should always underpromise and over-deliver, whether it's in your job, business, or whatever, right? So those are the 9 ways to change the world. And as I promised at the beginning of this video, how you can participate and win a $500 challenge. So the gentleman that shared this information with me that I just shared with you, he is an incredible man. He has built several businesses. He has empowered thousands of people to create some incredible stories. And because of this, he is sharing his knowledge in a 14-day challenge. I decided to get involved because, first of all, if you ever stop learning, you stop growing. And you can never know everything in any business, right? You can always learn something from somebody. And so I decided to take advantage of this because, first of all, he is incredible. Second, it was a steal to get involved. I mean, wow. But when I got in, like I said, he's doing contests in this 14-day challenge, and it's not even started yet. You still have time to join. If you want information, you've got to put your name down. Well, not put your name down, but say I'm in down below, and I'll be sure to get you the information. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.